Please read the disclaimer. The crypto market is selling off once again. Why is XRP down almost 8%? Why did Bitcoin drop? I thought all X and Twitter and YouTube was saying that that was it, that we closed the gap and now everything is butterflies and rainbows. And I warned, of course, that we need to be careful. If you've been watching the videos for the past few days, we'll get into why the market actually sold off today. A few reasons, 3 reasons actually. We'll talk about all of them. All I ask from you is that you give me a beautiful smile to send out those good vibes. Green day, red day, we give out those beautiful smiles. Smishity smash that like button. Last video, we almost got 1,000 likes from this morning. I think this one is the one that can get to that goal. Maybe it can help in some way, some things, mysterious things, wink, wink, right? And let's get into it. So currently XRP is sitting at $2.03. Oy, XRP is almost close to dropping below $2. XRP hasn't been below $2 since June, so about 6 months almost ago. Bitcoin under 90,000. Once again, it's actually at the lowest point that it has been, again, also since April even. It's closed the gap and now it's moving under the gap, right? Where's the gap? Mind the gap. Here's the gap, you can see. And if you've been watching the videos for the past few days, you know that I said that that's the previous gap, right? We closed the gap, even though many people thought that the gap would not be closed. And then it's closed, and then it came up the day after, but then the day after it pulled back, and then it came up, and then a few days later it pulled back. And then, so this kind of action that I saw here led me to believe that there was high probability that we would see something similar once again. And so far, right, first day, that's what we're seeing. Now, again, there is a reason why that everything is selling off. We'll get to that in just a second, what freaked out the market. So it's not just crypto that is selling off, but of course, crypto is a lot more delicate right now. And let's just see the liquidation map for a second. How much? 500 million, Bitcoin, almost 100 million on both sides, and Ethereum, 154. XRP, not that much. Interesting, only 12.8 million on the liquidation. So that means that there must have been some selling. Someone sold a big chunk here. But you can see that XRP was kind of already down today, but then around 5:20 my time, even a little bit before that. So what's that? It's about 10:15 Eastern time. We saw everything start selling off, Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP. And this is when news came. And oh, by the way, stock market, S&P 500 started selling off at the same time, right? So it's not just crypto. It's just that crypto has been moving more aggressive right now. And so the first reason why that the markets are selling off was data shock, jobs report delayed. The BLS has moved the October job report to December, with November jobs print now landing on December 16th after the December FOMC. December rate cut odds plunged to 30% as market loses a key data of insight. So again, the Fed is basically flying blind here. There's a lot of information that they are now missing to potentially make their decision, okay? And so when you have this situation and the probabilities just shifted, it was just a week ago, it was 40% probability of no rate cut, and now it's 72.6% of no rate cut. So the probabilities, even from yesterday it was 57, today it's 72. So it totally shifted on that, and that created the fear we are seeing right now. So again, day to day, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what the data that's going to come out day to day. And so again, it's up to you to decide. I bring you the news, I bring you my experience, and these are only my opinions. This is just what I am seeing in the markets. It's what I'm seeing in the past. Sometimes we'll be right, sometimes we'll be wrong. Please, this is only for educational purposes, entertainment purposes, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Very, very important. Also remember that I will never contact you on social media asking you to sign up to anything, to send me anything. I won't DM you. Those are scammers and imposters. Please be very careful out there, okay? also, by the way, if you haven't yet joined the Telegram group, we go from scary to good. If you haven't joined the free Telegram group, now's the time to do so. I didn't. I wanted to make like a vlog style today. I just didn't have time. Maybe later tonight, before I go to sleep, I'll do something. But I wanted to bring more extra stuff. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm trying. I'm working on it. As a full-time dad, sometimes I don't have, I don't have the capacity as I want. So again, join the group and also subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel. So the second reason why that the markets are unraveling a little bit is Japan might have triggered something worse than the August 24 crash. And crypto felt it before everyone else. Here's what actually happened and why it matters. Japan 10-year yield crossed 1.7, highest since 2008. It sounds like a small number, but for global market, it changes the entire direction of money flow. For decades, Japan kept rate at zero that allowed Japanese bank, pension funds, and insurers to invest trillions outside Japan, maybe into US treasuries and global bond because it earned them more. When Japanese yield were zero, buying US bonds made sense. Now, with yield rising at home, the logic breaks. At 1.7, after currency hedging costs, Japanese investors lose money by holding US debt. So they do the logical thing, they pull capital back home. This is where the real impact starts. When a major T-bill buyer exits the US, the yield goes up. Higher yields tighten financial conditions everywhere. That makes borrowing more expensive, refinancing harder, and leverage riskier. Risk on assets always feels the first before equities. It's not about fear, it's simply about how liquidity rotates. This is part of why markets have been choppy. Higher US yields, tighter liquidity, strong dollar pressure on risk assets, global fund reducing exposure, volatility rises. This is what caused the August 2024 crash. At the time, the situation was even worse, but here's the part most people miss. Whenever yields rise this fast, the probability of policy response increases. Central banks don't step in immediately, they wait until stress becomes visible. That's what we're seeing right now, by the way. The Japanese government is stepping in, but the direction is predictable. First comes slower tightening, then comes easing, then comes liquidity. So what does Japan move mean for crypto? Short-term, tighter global liquidity, keeps volatility elevated, downside move into Bitcoin and alts are normal in this phase, risk on assets stay sensitive to yields, medium to long-term, rising yields global, push central banks toward the next easing cycle as stock market and economy will feel a lot of pain. Liquidity response always starts with the most liquid assets. Bitcoin usually racks before equities because it has no earning cycle, only liquidity sensitivity. So yes, Japan's move is a shock, yet it tightens liquidity temporarily, but it also moves the world one step closer to the next liquidity phase, okay? And so crypto is at the front of that, okay? So it's very, very important to remember that the market will continue to be volatile, I think, in the next coming weeks. We've talked about the possibility of it going down, Bitcoin going down to 75,000. There's that possibility as well. There's also the possibility we consolidate for a little while and then rebound off of that. Again, I'm not a prophet. I don't know exactly how the market is going to play out. And all these, YouTubers or TikTokers or X people on X, that say, "Oh, it's over, the bull run starts," right? Things like that, phrases like that. They don't know. Okay, they're just guessing. There's one guy that he's predicted the altcoin market starts, the banana zone has started like 50 times already, and he doesn't know. Okay, he's just throwing things out, and eventually he'll be right? Hopefully, right? But what's interesting is short-term holders are panic selling. The STH SOPR has dropped to 0.97, meaning most recent buyers are selling at a loss. Historically, this kind of panic selling happens near the end of corrections, not at the start. So again, that's another thing to think about as we're going into it. And then another thing that is creating the volatility or the sell-off today, and also on the stock market, right? And where's the VIX? Because the VIX was it was down, right, in the morning. Sorry, it was down in the morning, and it's recovered. But today we do have Nvidia earnings, which is the biggest stock on the stock market. So a lot of people, a lot of eyes, a lot of investors are looking at Nvidia. And even President Trump posted 3 quotes of Nvidia today, right? And so this is, a very important company for the US, a very important company for the world, and a lot of eyes are on this. A lot of investors are heavy invested in Nvidia. And so that's creating a little bit of volatility as well. Maybe people are removing risk. So that could be another reason why the market is selling off a little bit, stocks and crypto. And so that will be very interesting to see what the earnings are. You'll probably, maybe I'll make a video after the earnings come out, just talk and see how the markets are reacting, or maybe I'll go to sleep. I haven't decided yet. It's still pretty early. It's 9 p.m. my time, but my back is hurting today, so maybe I'll go to sleep early. I've been pushing it at the gym. I don't know if you can see. I've lost a little weight since I came back from Thailand. Maybe a little bit in the face you can see. I don't know. You can write kind comments in the comment section. Avi, you look so much more handsome. So don't forget to check out the links in the description down below. You can check out my website, and we have all the links to my affiliates there, right? If you're interested in using my links, we have, of course, the Telegram group, and just easiest is to subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, 8 for infinity and beyond, and don't forget to smash the like button. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.